What does Rakia, James May, and the Bible have to do with flat Earth? I know. Welcome to the Talk About Purpose podcast. I'm Matthew Ewing.
I'm Brian Harper.
I'm Frank Curry.
Today we're tackling flat Earth.
It's great.
Never, ever thought we would actually do this.
have a podcast on flat Earth. Huh?
Yeah.
Never
Huh?
thought it would happen.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's too much of it just circulating around to not.
Yeah.
is
Not
it
bring it up.
circulating? I don't know. I don't
Oh,
think it is.
oh, no.
According to them, we are not.
Yeah. It's all this flat Earth stuff is really circulating the globe.
I hate you so much. Oh God. Oh,
There's
man.
flat Earthers all around the globe. You guys can't tell me otherwise.
You so much.
Shit.
All right, let's get into the map. I guess that should be the first place. The maps.
The maps.
Maps.
Not the
I'm the map,
not the
I'm the
pedophiles.
Edify. Oh, I forgot that's a name for them.
Yeah.
That needs to stop.
That's Ritalin.
I think, yeah. I'm
No.
good on that.
Yeah, yeah.
Go ahead.
Anyways, maps. So what I found was interesting. I already knew this before we started. Our map that we currently learned in school is incorrect.
Yeah.
It's 100% incorrect. The fact that they lie to us about what we already know is somewhat understandable for a flat earther to be like, well, look, they don't even have a Peterson's projection map. They have this thing from colonialism where they tried to make the Christian countries look bigger.
Mhm.
So we look more powerful. I get that. Okay, I get that. I get that. But we do have the actual data. We do have what a map actually looks like if you look in the right places.
How do you know?
And schools are actually starting to teach it. A Boston school started teaching the correct map.
Really?
They got rid of the old map that we all learned
I guess my question is why was the old map that we all learned introduced?
to make Christians look more powerful.
Oh.
Yeah, it made the Christian state countries look bigger than the non-Christian countries, making us look more powerful.
That's
Mhm.
stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very disturbing past with maps. Maps were used politically.
That's crazy.
Oh,
You don't say.
I would never think they would use anything politically.
The government. Oh,
The
where are you at?
government. I was
saying, boy.
listen, I was already thinking a way to put that in there. It was probably spread around by the
Just got
media.
put it in, man. Raw dog that right in.
Yeah.
But anyways, so the map of flat Earth, the one that most of them go with, is basically if you just look at a globe from the northern hemisphere and you just flatten it all out, and it's a flat pizza.
Well, they do say that there's still land features that like mountains and stuff in the land. So it's not like it's just a one flat like this table. Like it's not just a flat thing. There's still
Terrain?
yes.
Yeah.
There's still terrain.
Still terrain.
Well, I guess my question though is if they flatten it out like that, they say that there's an ice wall around us, right?
Yeah.
That was very okay.
So how do they get an ice wall when only the North and South Pole are a certain cap that don't
So I've
go
heard
all the way around the globe? Or
I heard different things where
flatness.
Well, if you come from it from every angle, you get to it. So I can actually understand them saying ice wall.
Yeah.
Because no matter which, for the southern hemisphere, not the northern, by the way, not the northern. They're not saying that for the northern because you can't do that with the northern. But the southern hemisphere, you can do that. You can come to it every direction and you're going to run into that ice. So that's that actually threw me off quite hard because there's a lot of fake videos out there on this.
Yeah.
Where the ice wall starts, and then if you get into, oh man, I went into so much crap on this. Lizard people.
Oh, I know about the lizard people.
Oh my God, dude. It was a nightmare. Although there was a lizard video. Okay, we're not talking about lizards. There was one that was very convincing. And one of our US, I forget which one. One of our US airports has a flat Earth map.
really
Yeah. It's so creepy that they do. Because they even have the firmament over top of it and everything like that. And they have the oh, okay. All right, maybe I do like this stuff. Maybe I do like this.
Are you getting into it now?
I am now. All right. Anyways, so
I mean, it's a conspiracy theory. We're all about
maybe
that.
lizard people would be a great one because that's actually got a lot of interesting stuff.
Well, they're also saying that lizard people aren't really the lizard people, that they're aliens, but the aliens aren't really aliens, they're demonic. It's so crazy how it's gone bleh, all like just across the whole spectrum. It's like starting here and now we're at demons. You know what I mean? So yeah, maybe we should do a lizard people / demon / Illuminati, because a lot of it is including Illuminati as well as what you're reading.
See that Cat Williams video?
Yeah, bro.
Whoa, which one?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is coming out probably a month after, but damn, that Cat Williams video went hard.
But bro,
he called out. Who did he call out?
Ludacris.
But
Was
bro,
Ludacris?
yo,
I heard about
bro,
that.
Ludacris replied to it. Did you hear what?
His was fire.
Who, Ludacris is?
Oh my God, the beat he threw at him?
Yeah, the beat was nice and all, but here it is. The dude just sits there and flaunts everything Cat Williams said that he just chose over life. That's what really threw me off. He's like, you chose to go with the Illuminati for you to have all this money, for you to have a basic white bitch for a wife. Pretty much, he said, right?
Yep.
Some with an ugly face, right? Or some with an okay face with an okay face or some shit.
Yeah, you get some basic.
Basic white, whatever. Yeah. And he's gonna get $10 million over these movies, and he's getting $10 million a movie. But it's supposed to be 20 movies guaranteed, $10 million each. And while he does that, Ludacris just talks about his wealth.
It's true.
Like when you talk about all he's saying, he's like, yeah, whatever. Look at everything I got. Like, think about it. If it was me and you running mouths at each other, we're not fucking, prime chopped like they are to fuck. But if me and you're like, well, fuck you, man, you did that or whatever, be like, yeah, so what? Look what the fuck I got.
Yeah, no, that is what he did.
It's like your moral compass against my wealth. Think about it. Because he chose not to do not to drink the Kool-Aid, not to fucking go with it, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, oh, and you're going to prove that you have sideburns now because Cat Williams said you weren't allowed to have sideburns. You didn't really have sideburns, but now you got sideburns and you're just trying to defunk and debug everything that dude just fucking said, but you didn't you're still talking shit about everything that you got.
Yeah, he didn't really fully debunk it.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I ain't with the Illuminati. I'm with some bada or whatever the fuck he said. I don't even care because I didn't really care to listen to his lyrics. But other than he was just gloating himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, load. Why wouldn't you just be like, listen, dude, like, what the fuck you mean, man? Like, what you all right?
He didn't do that.
Do you need some fucking help? Like, can I help you? I know we were friends back. Let's just talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't? That's how I would be like, yo, dude, like, you're hating or whatever. Like, are you good? Are you hurting? Like, I'm gonna reach out to you. I'm just gonna reach out to you, man. I'm gonna see if you're good. That's all I would do.
Ludacris believes in flat Earth.
I don't know.
B.O.B. does.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yikes!
But yeah, we gotta do that shit.
But I mean, that whole thing was just
that was crazy.
That was so fire.
Yeah.
But anyway, so like, who knows? They're saying that the Illuminati or whoever it was, the rich powers that be, the rich families, the Rothschilds and shit like that started this education for us too. That threw us off of the flat Earth. That now gave us a globe and everything. And when you think about it, science has changed over time. Originally, it was a full globe, right? Now it's oblong. Now it has a little bit. Now it has a little bit to it. So why is shit changing so much? If science is key, why is shit changing so much?
Well, here's an interesting thing, and this is what flat earthers like to throw in their face. They say, your stuff is just a theory. Your stuff is just a theory. Your stuff is just a theory. Anybody in the scientific community is going to be like, well, yeah, we leave the door open so that if something changes, we could go on to that. If we don't have it nailed down 100%, we're going to have to change that as we go. This is what we think so far. And that's open-mindedness and it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they're always sitting there like, oh, you don't even know. You're just guessing. And this is, well,
yeah.
What are you doing?
Right. Yours isn't facts either.
Yeah.
But it is. I've seen some interesting things about like people talking about like gravity. Like, is gravity real? Like, because and then they're like, well, I was like, well, when you jump up, you go down, and then like that's what I thought, and then it's like, well, what if everything is moving, and when you let something go, the Earth actually is pushing up to it, and then they're like, well, wouldn't inertia like, but then you'd have to consistently be getting faster, and you can't go faster than the speed of light, so you'd get to the speed of light, and then what? Then everything's just gonna float off, then, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then they said that you'll never actually get to the speed of light because in Einstein's theory of relativity, when you get closer to the speed of light, time starts to slow down.
So gravity. So one of the things I seen that they came up with to combat that
Mhm.
was the pizza's sideways spinning circle. So okay, it's not a pizza; it's a cone. It's an upside down cone, is what they
Right.
think it is.
Yeah.
Well, it's an
Upside down
actual.
cone.
It's not upside down, is it? It'd just be a regular cone.
Oh wait, that would be right side up. Oh my god. Okay, you're right.
Yep.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
Always right.
Anyways, you bring
So-
Ronnie
so
in
they
here.
say- Yeah, fuck, no.
Who ran down, motherfucker?
Oh god, battling gravity.
Yeah. So
Cone.
one of the things they said is that it goes around in a circle like that, and that's how it's keeping everything there, and that's how it keeps that force. But like you said, first of all, it'd have to get faster, and second of all, if it did that, it would be on a constant tilt. Everything would actually start, even just a little bit. It would start rolling towards one direction, and then going towards the outer end.
Yeah.
So it actually there would be like a weird gravitational pull out, or not gravitational. I'm not a scientist, guys.
Neither am I. Be a
Like
push.
a centrifugal.
Yeah, centrifugal force of it being pulled off
Yeah.
the other
Yeah.
way. So that can't be possible either.
So another thing I saw was that it's not a plate. There
Oh.
is an ice wall, and over the ice wall is
More
it just
land.
goes on forever.
It's more land.
It's an endless.
That's the one in the airport.
It's an endless, never stops piece of land with bisecting.
Bodies of water, right?
Well, no, it's
It was like rings. It
it's
looked like-
bisecting realities. Actually,
Say what?
that was one I saw. It was bisecting realities. Yeah, like realities that are playing out next to each other.
How do you explain stars and moon and shit going around?
Well, think about it. If there's
mean, they do.
firmament,
Not firmament.
I'm just saying if there is or if there was,
Mhm.
you ever see the Truman Show?
Yes.
Projections. Everything can be
Oh
a
my
projection.
Let's do that.
Okay. All right.
Just
But
saying. Just saying.
There's so much to
could be-
unpack there.
Could be a projection.
So much to unpack there. All right. So, if that's true, how could three different people in the southern hemisphere look look up at the sky and see the same thing if they're all facing different directions? Impossible. The
Just
Southern
because
Cross.
the projection that you see
This-
here
oh
doesn't mean
my
that the
fucking
projection they're
God.
seeing down there
my-
is different.
I don't believe in the Truman Show effect that we have here. Definitely not. However, I don't put anything past our predecessors or government at this point in time, as well as
Right.
anything for their power.
Well, yeah, and like you were saying about
No.
the school systems were made to make workers. They
Yeah.
were made to make
Yeah.
slaves. That's
Yeah.
what our
Yeah.
school system was
Exactly.
made for.
Especially
Right.
public school.
So we're in a dome and people are watching us and they're telling us that
Dome.
we're
Not a dome.
they're like, oh, look at these idiots doing everything for us, and then they get all the profits.
All
and-
right, I'm gonna tackle dome because
I
you
got-
keep saying
here it
dome.
is,
God
here
damn
it
it! Sorry, Lord. Sorry, God.
What is-
Man.
What is this? What bothers me is just how stupid NASA is and some of the shit that they do. So, like Neil Armstrong's shoes, for instance, one, I forget if they had ridges on them or they didn't, but if you look at his first
Adam.
footprints, didn't have them.
Right. Yeah.
There's a difference there.
Yeah, but the print did.
Also, if Neil Armstrong's the first person on the moon, then who the fuck is videotaping him?
Makes no sense.
How did Reagan, was it Reagan? How did they call the space station through a landline phone?
Yep.
They didn't.
how does NASA have video of space of space and shuttles in space with rats running across them?
I think they faked the moon landing.
How is a scientist from NASA saying that they no longer have the technology to get to the moon?
Yeah, how do you lose?
How'd you lose that technology? Especially, I mean, maybe if you were writing shit on cuneiform or on fucking tablets that the tablet broke, but we've had computers since what, 95 or earlier, 95.
60s.
Well, yeah, but 95 for us to get it at mainstream, right?
Mainstream.
Like
but
Windows 95.
60s.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
you're telling me you lost all that? You don't have backups on backups? You're a fucking scientist. I'm not a fucking scientist, but I know how to keep backups of my shit. Look at how anal I am with our podcast stuff.
Oh,
I was doing.
Yeah.
I even had a
Great with
folder
it,
that
actually.
said for anxiety because I was fucking stressed the fuck out.
It actually worked. It came in handy.
It came in fucking handy.
It
You see what I'm
did.
saying? So if I'm not a fucking scientist and my data is important to me at this level, their data is important to them at a much higher level because you have 30 years of fucking knowledge behind it or
Yeah.
you know, QA, whatever, fucking trial and error bullshit to get where you're at now. You're not just going to fucking nilly-willy fucking lose that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what the fuck? Then you also have the videos of everything in the water, the bubbles in the, you know what I mean? So like,
Well, they started off as a underwater
Exactly. So-
exploration.
yeah,
That's
so
what
I mean-
NASA
Yeah.
started off
Yep.
as.
so if there wasn't like, if they didn't pull fucking stunts, it'd be easier to not say, well, what the fuck is going on? Maybe I need to question this. Cause I mean, I believe the earth is round. Don't get me wrong, but I'm on the fence because I don't put nothing past nobody.
Right.
I don't put nothing past nobody.
Government doesn't exactly give you a reason to believe everything that they say.
No,
So
They don't, anything the government turns to shit, anything. And you have a public school system, which turns to shit. Honestly, why do you think, look at China just destroying us with knowledge and the
Yeah,
way
they are.
children are being there. We're letting our kids piss in a fucking litter basket.
I wonder how popular flat Earth is.
You know what I'm saying? We are more worried about our individuality and our
That is
sexuality fucking shitting in the litter box than fucking learning actual arithmetic.
Fucking.
You know
Well,
what I'm
they
fucking
just-
saying?
They even just lowered standards for
Yeah.
racism equality.
Yeah.
They lowered standards.
Yeah, and but it's not racist, right? So affirmative action, for instance, that's not racist, but you only get it depending on your color of your skin.
Right. More than half the pilots are now being asked to be female or of other race than white.
So then my question is what other fucking reparations do you need?
Yeah. Well, it's now the exact opposite. You have the advantage now. We
That's
don't.
not how it is, though. That's not how it is.
No, I mean,
California,
they have the
California's still pushing. Oh, and I agree with you,
Oh,
but California's still pushing for fucking reparations. California, you know what I mean? Like other places are pushing for reparations. I don't, what the fuck? What the fuck? We are all people. We all bleed the fucking same. I don't think. I had a very strong Black woman hire me in my job right now. You know what I'm saying? She was a very strong Black woman. She made more money than me then. She makes more fucking money than me now. So what the fuck? Like,
Mhm.
there should be no reason for this fucking favoritism
be.
one way or the
No.
other.
It shouldn't be.
Go down the street. Go down the street to a school. Go down the street to the college down the street here. Where they put signs out in the cities for free college just to get the kids into that school so they get the government subsidies for that school.
Oh, I went to college with a lot of those.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of people
Here's
use it.
the-
God.
Horseshit.
Here's the issue, though. Remember our free will determinism episode?
Yep.
That's where the issue comes in.
So I was gonna say a
Why
lot
is
of
that?
Because your environment really
you.
does affect what you become.
also
A lot.
you gotta
Well, yeah,
you gotta think
right.
there's like in our country there's like 150 years of character development that they didn't have. You know,
Well, yeah, true.
That's an interesting way
you
of
also,
wording it.
I thought about that. That's actually something I thought of on my own. I thought about. I was like, we had 150 extra years of being
Snotty.
parents and being,
Oh,
you know,
yes.
being what?
Snotty.
Yeah.
Well, that too, yeah. Well, no, seriously,
not all
you're
of
right.
us were though, man.
But then-
there was people in the
Or-
South
150
that
years of
fucking
being
weren't
ripped
like
from your
that, man.
families and killed
Bro.
and tortured and like all that shit. Like it's 150
Yeah.
years of character development that your people didn't have.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
and I think about that sometimes. But at this point, like I'll have the same like Tyshawn, our buddy. Like I try to talk with him sometimes, and he's just like, "Yeah, I don't see it, man." And I was like, "I'm here. I'm a dad. I have every opportunity that you guys have, and I don't like it's not holding me back."
I agree with
And-
that mindset actually, but I also agree that sometimes when you're born in the projects, like that's literally like when you're born in the ghetto, like the government literally works to keep you there.
Yeah.
Well, no, dude, the government works to keep you underneath them all the time. Look, you can't make so much money or you lose your fucking benefits. You can't fucking do this. You can't fucking do that. You can't do that. You can't do this. You know what I mean? You could get Section 8 housing, but here's your rules. And you know what I mean? Like, they don't fucking care about us. They just fucking don't. And you know what? You make a really good point. Just that episode is coming back to me now. So if you have a government telling you that you are not going to be worth what a white man is worth, and we're looking at it right now. So we're seeing this fucking major paradigm shift, right? So Democrats and Republicans and every politician or whatever, more Democrats than the right, they were using black people for their black vote. We care about the black people. The Republicans care about corporations. We're about equality. We're about democracy. And democracy is a bad word because every time they say democracy, it's horseshit. That's the way I like it. Because don't care about democracy. Because if you cared about democracy, you'd care about us, and you wouldn't be giving free healthcare to illegals. Sorry, not sorry.
Our money wouldn't be going on shoelace studies and
or going to Ukraine,
Thanos statues,
or funding wars.
Funding wars.
If you want to be democratic, stop funding fucking wars. How about that? That's not even our war. Now you're getting us involved in a war. How's that democratic?
I'll tell you, we can fund flat Earth research.
Well, the reason we're on such a rant is because flat earthers' main point is that government is covering something up.
Correct. And they never cover anything up, like the Epstein files.
So I could get that.
Or anything.
Epstein was he killed himself. He just did, I believe.
Jeff Epstein?
You're full of shit.
No. That guy's a great guy. What are you talking about?
He was not murdered. You guys are lying.
Murdered? He's not dead. I'll call Ghislaine right now.
The way I look at it.
You ever see that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I know you're talking about.
Funny.
We have a money problem in the United States. It's not like they just called out Hunter Biden for having white privilege. He doesn't have white privilege, you dumbass. He has money fucking privilege.
That's pretty much what it is.
Money
Yeah,
fucking
that's a good point.
So that's
money privilege.
That's going to classism now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
either way, there's a fight.
But that's the thing. So like, will people do whatever they need to do to make money? Yes. Will they lie to us in books? Yes. Will they give us bullshit that just feeds us to the masses? Yes. So do I put it past the government and everybody else to try to make us believe that flat earth isn't a thing when it actually is? Yeah, that's a possibility. I'm on the fence because I'm seeing all of this horse shit that you're putting out. NASA ruined it for me. NASA ruined it for me.
That was a hard blow to me, honestly, seeing
a rat on a fucking spaceship in the middle of space.
Oh my God, there's so much with NASA. There's so much. Like, just Google it. There's so much wrong with
how about the chick with the hairsprayed hair?
Hairsprayed hair. And in the same video, they grab the harness.
Yep, and they have the fucking
same video.
The string, the wires on them that they're doing flips and shit like that. Yeah.
There's also a video where they it was sad. They were recording a guy walking through the NASA head station there.
He went through the green screen or something?
Yeah,
I saw
the
that.
green screen was on the background.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, this can't be real.
So like, then I think to myself, NASA was a government-funded entity. So did they just make it all up so they get tax dollars and force the tax dollars through for them to make millions of dollars when they're only supposed to make $200,000 a year? Suck my dick. Like, why doesn't anybody else see this?
Hold on. NASA has a lot to it because there's 16 other national space programs throughout the world. And then you have private sector as well, like SpaceX. So there's a lot of other organizations that are saying the same things around the world.
That's never happened
around the flat world
with vaccines.
It's hard to. I mean, Italy was not happy with vaccines. They fought that. Wasn't it Italy? It was Italy, right? Italy?
Well, I think
because they were killing off all their people.
Well, yeah, but they were for the vaccines to begin with.
Oh, the country. Yeah, the country.
I mean, everybody's for everybody was in cahoots together to begin with. And then maybe one or two select ones went out or whatever, but we still have everybody else pushing new versions of it. So, I mean, you see what I mean? I don't like, that's why when somebody said to me,
I did not get vaccinated.
When somebody said to me, when I was talking about the whole vaccine thing, and I said, this is a sham. And they said to me, how could it be a sham? That means every hospital in the United States has to be in on it. I said, well, aren't they all governed by the CDC? And didn't the government also say that if you receive any kind of government funds, if you don't bend the knee with the whole vaccine thing, you don't get government funds? So that means Well, who gets government funds? Oh, anybody that receives Medicaid or Medicare patients, which is every motherfucking hospital,
Right.
except a few. And those few went to cash system only. One of them was in one of them was in where the fuck was it? I forget where it was because they just no insurance bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah,
so I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying. However, there's a hole in that theory.
What's that?
They had lots of doctors, podcasters, everybody coming out and saying, we're spilling secrets. Look, the guy who made it, the mRNA doctor that made the mRNA.
When were you able to see those videos?
He was leaking it like crazy. He was pushing it over. He went on Rogan and blew it up. There's leakers there.
Yeah.
NASA don't have leakers. There's nobody leaking.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
What do you mean?
There's no leakers. There's only flat Earth basement
Neil
dwelling.
Armstrong stated it was in a freaking studio.
Watch it. Starting to get offensive.
Yeah, but that's different because that's not saying that actual space travel's fake.
Yeah.
That's saying we had to stage it to make it look pretty for everybody. That's not saying we had because okay, here's where James May comes in. Okay. Here's where James May comes in. So I love Top Gear and I love the prime version of it.
Okay.
Oh God, what is that called? The prime version of Top Gear with Jeremy, James.
I do.
And okay, well, anyways. So James May, one of the episodes, he went up into space. Okay. I was like, oh, this is cool. So I'm watching it. And one thing that always got me on it was he goes up into space. He looks out the horizon and he says, oh, look, you can see the Earth's curvature, right? And I'm like, oh, yeah. Then it shoots back to him. And I swear to God, look this up. His window's completely fogged over. But the camera shot, perfectly crystal clear. That made me pull some red flags.
Yeah.
Where was I going with this, by the way?
I have no idea, but I'm enjoying it. So
Yeah, me
keep going.
too.
So that made me have some actual red flags there.
We're talking
Now, okay, I know. I'm back. So imagine you're trying to show the world you're beating USSR. Okay? You can't take video when you're up there. Your windows are completely covered. You're not seeing shit. You're trusting your gauges. You're trying to clean your windows off so you could see anything.
because it's probably all iced over and everything.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. Yeah, it was like icy. It was weird.
Because it's fucking like negative 300
cold,
degrees
yeah.
in space.
So, I mean, yeah, you want it to look good and you want to show up the USSR. You know what I mean? So they might have been there, but they might have had to record it separate to make it look good.
See, it's another thing. So if you're sending satellites up into space that has imaging, wouldn't that same thing happen?
Yeah, they do have problems with ice up there on that.
Yeah.
Pretty sure they do.
I don't think they're.
They have to go up and fix them.
I think
stuff.
they're. I mean,
and if they hit the radiation belt, they get fucked up too.
Mhm.
Radiation belt's something people don't talk about.
I was told we can't get through it.
Yeah.
We can't. How does that make sense?
Right.
How does that
If
make
you can't
sense?
get through the radiation belt, then how do you get to the moon?
I don't know. Oh, I do know. So, there was a new, there was one of the things got launched up there. I don't remember what. And they found the moon is in Earth's atmosphere now.
It's in Earth's atmosphere.
It's now in Earth's atmosphere. It is not outside of Earth's atmosphere. That is wrong.
Well, then how the hell does it not come into the Earth?
There's enough space, I guess. I don't know.
How is it
Yeah,
not?
that doesn't.
It doesn't.
If it's
Doesn't make
inside or it's in the Earth's atmosphere, like it's not inside the Earth's atmosphere. It's
So
in
there's
the atmosphere.
so many different layers.
Yeah,
I
there's a
forget
lot of
them
different
all. I
layers,
forget
yeah.
them all. But the last one I think is exo or something like that.
Mhm.
And that layer is like hydrogen particles and stuff dissipating out.
Yep.
So that layer there goes actually past the moon, and that's from Earth.
Wow.
So the moon is technically still in Earth's atmosphere. So
I mean, that kind of makes
maybe
no sense, but sense at the same time, I guess.
it doesn't really because I was thinking, I'm just now thinking about it actually.
Wouldn't that put it in Earth's gravitational pull?
Yeah.
Well, that's
Which
how it stays
then-
there because that's why it doesn't
hold
fly
on.
to the sun.
Yeah, right. But you're gonna tell me that it's perfectly placed, that it doesn't get any closer to the sun, but no closer to the Earth, and it's
That's
got
great,
gravitation. Has a gravitational pull from both sides.
Well, God supposedly
Unless
created the
it does.
firmament, bro.
Gravity's not real,
You can
and we're both moving at the same speed, and we can't get any closer or further apart. And
I
we're
love that you're devil's advocate. So I'm just saying that because I don't want you to look stupid. You can
It's actually
literally.
really fucking hard.
Yeah, I bet it is, dude. I couldn't do it. They asked me to do this, guys. I couldn't do it. Brian
I'm the
took
dummy
bullet.
today, fellas.
But so you can run a perfectly sound, real, factual algorithm to figure out how much gravitational pull there is on the moon from Earth and from the sun. Which number is bigger? One from Earth. So Earth keeps it because the sun's too far away to pull it. But Earth has it closer, so it keeps it. So there's more pull there than there is from the sun.
So it would pull it closer to Earth constantly then, right? Wouldn't that, if there's more, so for every action, so
Okay, I don't actually know this one.
So for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction, right? So if there's not an equal amount of gravity from the sun pulling it toward the sun as there is pulling it to the Earth, then wouldn't it pull it closer to the Earth and further from the sun?
Just enough to keep it away from the Earth.
It can't be exactly the same.
So there's
I would assume
the issue of like magnetization and stuff.
Good enough.
I don't know, man. I'm not a scientist. I don't know.
You don't got an answer for me.
I don't have an answer for that. But I do have hard facts that the Earth has more gravitational pull on the moon, and that's why it stays with the moon or the Earth and doesn't go to the sun. That is fact.
So
how are we not getting pulled into the sun? Like that's the same question.
That's the same how question. Are we? Well, I guess okay. So if you have a gravitational pull and there is a globe and it is spinning and that moon is spinning with us.
Helium's the example.
Yeah,
you can put half oxygen, half helium in a balloon and it sits level. So it's what we're composed of. It's what we have. It's what's in Earth that's keeping the distance and the placing.
All right. Well, let me ask you this.
Because you can literally put a helium balloon right here and it'll just sit there if it's got half of its air, half air.
Yeah. All right. So the ocean.
Okay.
You know how.
Where are we going with this one?
All right. So the ocean. You know, they say ships. Oh, if ships go out and you know you can't see them anymore or whatever. You know, and I understand that. But if you take a water and you put it into a container, what does it do? Takes a shape and it always has a level top. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So if you have the ocean and there's a bunch of water, wouldn't the ocean water be level, whether it's on a ball or not?
It's level. It's level with the pull of where it's at. So when
sea level, bro.
I understand what that means.
So I
get that, but that would mean if it's curved, then that means that there's a peak at that water somewhere.
That's true,
right? So there's a peak and not level
on a ball. Is there a peak on a ball?
Like a high level of the ball, right? Because you think if the ball looks like this is going to be higher than any level over here. It's going to be your topmost point is going to be higher.
So if there's 2 points of land, wouldn't the water be level straight across because water levels itself?
No. What?
What do you mean? You lost me there.
The fuck are you on about? If we're trying to look over to the UK, you're saying that there's a fucking bubble of water in front of us? What the fuck? I'm so confused.
I'm lost.
Hold on, I'm lost. So no, it can't. That's why when the ship goes out. Okay, so here's the weird thing. Here's the really weird part of the ship, the whole ship water thing.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the weird part that I didn't understand. Both sides made the same exact claims. One was okay. So the basics of it is the ship goes out, and the further in the horizon it goes, the less of it you see. And then the more of it, it looks like you lose the bottom of it. And then it slowly goes down. It looks like it's sinking as it goes further out.
Mm-hmm.
I heard two different sides of this. I heard a lady who's a big flat earther. She said she took her binoculars out and she brought the whole thing back into focus.
I've seen that.
Then I seen a couple of scientists say they've brought out their telescopes and it was gone. How can both of those be true? I don't understand how both can be true. I haven't tested it. I don't think there was official studies done by that flat earther.
Well, I said, I don't know. So I made this argument the one time and I was like, so you're going to tell me like these new phones now, you could zoom in 100 times and you could literally look at the craters on the moon pretty much with your cell phone. So you're telling me people on the beach can't zoom into a ship to see if the ship's there or not?
Yeah.
And he's like, well, you think you zoom into the moon, but it could just be a projection in the dome. So you don't know. I was like, shit. he got me there.
Freaking dome. The dome issue is that
And then
there can't be 7 million people seeing the same thing. If there is that true.
seeing the same exact thing.
Yeah. And then seeing, okay, here's why. You can stand in the northern hemisphere. Okay. You look up, you see Polaris, and the stars are turning, clockwise. I'm pretty sure it's clockwise. Okay. You could actually, over a year, you could see the stars are turning clockwise when you look at Polaris.
Yeah.
Go down to the southern hemisphere, you look at the Southern Cross. The stars are spinning counterclockwise if you trace it for a year.
Mhm.
How's your dome spinning 2 different directions?
I don't think the dome is spinning. I think their projection on it. It's like a
Oh my
TV screen.
fucking
I
God.
really don't
Think of it like big panels of
I
TV
really don't think
screens.
Panasonic
could
has
do
a fucking
Hey, you don't know.
television screen.
You don't know. Well, wouldn't be. What if it's aliens?
Well, didn't
Tupac did
what
a
if
show and he's
what if-
dead.
what if
Come
it's
on.
aliens?
So you
shit.
They're bringing shit up about him now. What the
Don't
fuck?
kill me. I'm
'cause of Diddy.
literally just
'Cause of
playing
Diddy.
devil's advocate here.
Hey, doing a great job, by the way. Really
Yeah.
good job.
You muted your mic.
There was
Gotcha.
Oh shit! Thank you so much. There was a bunch of flat earthers that tried to do it with lights or something. They had lights
See,
and they proved
ahead.
themselves that it was a fucking circle.
really?
Yeah, because like they did somewhere. They're like, all right, well, you should be able. We're so many kilometers away. We're gonna hold the light up about the same height that you're holding yours up, and you should see it because the Earth is flat. And they're like, oh, we don't see it.
So-
We don't see it. So they're like,
That's
well, raise it. And then when they raised it, they saw it. Well, like, well, how the fuck did that happen? Oh, because it's fucking curved right. Yeah,
they had like a little hole cut out of a big giant piece of plywood.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they were like, if you go this many feet out and you're at sea level, it should be straight across and we'll see it. It was funny. The guy on the walkie-talkie was like, what? I don't see you. Are you in position? Yeah. Is your light on? Yeah. Raise your light. Let me see it. Oh, there you are. Are you raising your light? Yeah, he's raising his light,
Yeah.
buddy. He's like,
just-
no. You're not, you just turned it on. I'm like, oh my God.
So you just prove there's curvature. So
Yeah. That was hilarious video.
yeah.
Well, maybe it wasn't curvature. Maybe it was over the ocean. What you said?
No, it was land. I think it was
I
pretty
think
much.
it
Pretty sure.
might-
Right.
Yeah.
Well, then there's features on the land that could stop it. Like there's still hills and mountains and everything that would stop that. You'd have to raise to get up and over them anyway. Nobody's saying that it's a one flat surface. There's still land features like mountains and valleys. I mean, we
I
live
mean,
in them, so-
you'd have to prove that there was something actually in the line of sight.
They
Yeah,
would
which
have
it
to.
was-
I don't
I'm
think
pretty
they,
sure it
I
was
don't think they had anything in their
clean,
line
clear,
of
and
sight.
flat. Yep.
I don't know, man. Doesn't sound like it because you couldn't see the light. So
Yeah.
All right.
if I stand on top of the Rocky Mountains, I should be able to see the Appalachian Mountains.
What?
Straight line of sight.
You tard?
I mean,
Holy
well,
I can only see
technically,
12 miles.
technically, the
Your
I
eyes
can only see 12 miles, so I would need a powerful scope. But I'm sure I could see it then if that's the case.
I'm sure you couldn't. 100% sure you couldn't. Go ahead. Go out there. Let's see what you can say.
Yeah, I thought that was
Take my phone with me.
All right. So flat earthers try to explain lunar eclipse.
Oh, good lord!
Here we go.
Go ahead.
So lunar, not solar. Lunar is the one where the moon is on the outside and the earth is going through the middle between the sun and the moon. Problem there is no matter what angle the sunlight hits the earth, it's always in a circle. You cannot duplicate that with a pizza or cone shaped flat earth. That's impossible. And eventually you would get one that had a cone or would have a straight line on the moon.
Right.
Eventually that would happen. So there's one other issue. They can't explain solar eclipse. You
Yeah.
cannot.
And if you see a shape,
I mean, lunar, my bad.
lunar eclipse.
Yeah, lunar.
If you, with that into consideration, then the whole theory of it being an endless plane
Bye-bye.
would go away.
Impossible.
Yep.
So the other thing is solar eclipse. I actually
Unless
didn't
it's a projection.
I didn't experiment on this one because I was listening to some doofus flat earther, and he was saying, "Well, how can the sun be shining down and I have light on my front porch, and then my covered back porch is also bright?" So then I'm like, "What the? talking about? He's like, if the sun's out there, I shouldn't be able to see on my back porch. I took a flashlight, shined it over a bookshelf, and the shelf underneath had light in it.
Right.
Like, what are you talking about?
Right. That was dumb as shit.
What are you talking about?
There's still light reflections. What the fuck are you talking about?
That one drove me nuts because I
Yeah.
literally it was so easy to prove that one wrong.
Right.
All right. So the moon. How can we all see the same face of the moon? Back to the dome thing. But we can't. We can all see the same exact face because it's so far out. Now, they also are saying that the
It doesn't
sun is like
turn.
3,000 miles away.
1,000
Yeah.
miles?
That it's just over inside the dome going in circles. Okay. I kid you not. This is one of their top
I didn't
models.
see that one,
This
actually.
is-
That's weird.
One of their top models.
But it
is-
makes sense if you think about it.
I feel so bad for you right now, bro.
I don't even know how to devil's advocate that one. How the fuck how do you do that? What is it, hanging on a fucking string? Like, what are you?
Supposedly, it goes in a circle around the pizza, the Earth pizza, flat Earth pizza. And it just keeps going in a circle, and the moon's on the other side, and it just keeps rotating and rotating and rotating and rotating.
Well, then how does like now I'm playing devil? I'm going the opposite direction. How does Alaska have like fucking 28 days of darkness?
Bingo! So they did try to come up with something for that, but then they couldn't explain other places that only had like 17 hours of dark. Then they couldn't explain that. So they said that the sun would travel in patterns closer to the North Pole, in the middle and further away. And there's no way you can explain fucking seasons in that model. You can't
Yeah.
explain a season.
Yeah.
Seasons are easily explained with a globe. It's
Yeah.
tilt and the axis and how far away the tilt is when it's going around. Yes, the sunlight all comes in, but then as it's tilted, it's further away at certain points when it's going around for 365.
I said the same thing. So I was like, wouldn't it be if the sun came up and it's a flat Earth? Wouldn't everywhere on the Earth have daylight at the same time?
Right? That was my thing. Like, how is your Earth? Well, it's so close. That's what
That's different.
That's what
Okay.
it is. That's why they're saying 3,000. That's
Now
why.
it makes sense. Now
Now
I
it
understand.
does.
Why-
Now it does.
Mhm.
Not really.
Not
No,
really.
we're not agreeing. We're just understanding their thinking.
Yes.
Let's get into this firmament because this is bugging the crap out of me. Firmament from the biblical perspective. Firmament is literally okay. Right now, it's described as like a dome over flat Earth, literally. Like
Yeah.
The model that
So it's a flat
is-
Earth with a globe dome.
Yeah. And it's also got the cone at the bottom. So it's literally like an ice cream cone, is what they're saying.
Literally is what it looks like.
It's God's treat.
Literally.
With a big
All
dome
right,
on
come on now. Anyway,
Well, I want some ice cream now. Oh, I'm going to Dairy Queen.
Ugh,
I'm good. Anyways, not after that last episode on sugar.
I'm good.
Oh, fuck. Well, ice cream wasn't so bad, you said.
It was
No,
bad.
it
They
was
just say
bad.
It's not
Yeah,
bad. It's
I'm
horseshit.
It's
joking.
just they say it's not. All right. Anyways, so in the Bible, where it originally came from, the firmament translates to the word rakia. Now, there are a few camps when it comes to what the meaning of rakia is. It's actually 4. And what's crazy is it only appears like 5 times in the Bible, that specific word. And the verbiage of it is believed to come from a word called poopy. It comes from the word raka. That's where it comes from. Then what's interesting is the verb for the root of this word is to stamp out, hammer, or to spread out.
Separate.
Yeah. Well, not separate, spread out.
Spread
So
out.
it's like in Exodus, it was described as taking gold sheets and hammering them to make them bigger.
Hmm.
So it's literally like stamping out, making stuff spread. There's also used in Isaiah for doing the same exact thing for statues, spreading out the metal on the statues, hammering it out. It was used in a lot of places, basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So Rakia, when you read it there, several camps. Okay. We have secular, which is like, oh, it's a literal dome. They're saying they're incorrect. They're how do I put that? They're I don't know how to put that. They're the Christians, the Jewish belief system was that there was literally a dome over Earth, literal hard dome. Okay, so that's the secular's kind of take on that. The non-concordanists, which is concordance, the concordance is how the Bible correlates with the science that we have now. So the non-concordanists saying that it literally is just the function of making things, in the function of making it, but not like the physical aspect of what it is.
Yeah.
It's just how he made it.
Right.
Then you have a concordist, which is saying it's an artistic depiction of what science is already saying.
Okay.
Which doesn't that sound like the Bible? I hate to say that, but that really does sound like the Bible. And then a semi-concordist says that it can be like an artistic version, but it also points to science.
Okay.
It's just a way that he was using it to show across all generations, because not all generations have our science. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense that he would kind of dumb it down so that it could be understood. But it's, I mean, if I were to take it off of what it says, because listen to this, okay? If you go into Genesis 1:8, which is 1:7, really, I think it's 1:7, where it literally starts talking about firmament, the water being separated from water in chapter 1, verse 7, could literally be the rain in the atmosphere that's protecting Earth. You know what I mean? He made the clouds so that it could rain, which is later brought up with Noah.
Moses dealt with water too, though.
Yeah, he did. He did. That's
Different
technically true. But anyways, if you keep reading, oh well, I'll try to remember. If you keep reading and you go into verse 8, he calls the firmament heavens. And then he changes his wording to heavens. He's talking about the sky. He's not talking about a literal dome. Then we go into the religious weirdos.
Couldn't the atmosphere be considered the firmament?
Yeah, the stars and everything. He says in Isaiah where he spreads out the stars and stuff. Same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. So, to me, if you believe that he means a literal dome was put on Earth, you have not done your proper studying into the Bible. Picking TikToks.
Picking stuff for people to have conversations
so
about.
Then we get into more of the Bible stuff. Okay, there's a lot actually, but I've just taken a few here. The four corners of the earth. Oh my God. This really pees me off. Like, bro.
A piece of paper now.
Flat earthers all around the globe.
Four corners of the earth.
The paper.
They're saying that that's literal. No, it's... How many times is God talking in parables? Please, anybody. Thousands.
Hmm? Or there is actually four corners of the world.
He literally uses...
There are no corners in a flat earth. It's still supposed to be a flat circle.
Not if it's a never-ending plane.
Then
You don't know then.
If it's never ending, there's never a corner.
You can make corners, though.
You can work them, too.
Fucked up, Frank. I don't need money that bad.
Then there's like to the ends of the earth. Okay, an expression. Not to be taken literally as if earth had ends. I mean,
I don't know.
Think of it this way. What does the word sunrise, sunset? Sunrise and sunset.
It's when the sun...
Is that really the sun going down to go night-nights? No.
Yeah, it's just
your
Did the sun
perception
wake
of
up
when...
and just come up? No, it didn't. It's just a phrase that we use. It doesn't literally take hold of actual meaning. The sun's not getting tucked in bed.
I mean, the projection could just put it away for the night.
Oh my God.
projection.
The projection.
The Truman Show projection?
Yes.
I mean,
is it crazy to think the government would lie about something like this?
No,
it's too hard because it's been throughout all of history. We can trace stars back that are still here. So it's too hard to say that it's a projection.
So in the Bible doesn't God talk about how the earth is the center of the universe? Isn't that said? Isn't that talked
I
about?
didn't study that. I don't know.
I'm pretty
I
sure
mean, he made the universe for the Earth, which makes sense as if he would say that.
that it was centered around that. But now,
Well, of course.
doesn't science say now that it's our universe is actually centered around our sun?
I like where you're going with this. I agree. I hear you. But here's the deal. In a car. No. This is great.
Yeah.
In a car.
Yep.
The main objective is for you to sit in it and go somewhere.
Yep.
Why are we putting a motor in the front? Why do we have tires around it? Why is there back seats? Why is there a trunk? You know what I mean? It's all one piece to make you get the end result. Just like if he says it's the center of the world, it's because he made the world to help. If we didn't have the sun, we'd be dead. If we didn't have these other planets blocking stuff, we'd be dead. If we didn't have the gravitational pull of the other planets, we'd be dead. So yeah, he didn't mean it like literally like everything revolves around Earth. He meant it as in he made everything for Earth to be the center. If that makes sense. You understand that? You follow that?
That's interesting.
Yeah. So it's another dewdrop. Like the word dewdrop. We don't think shit's falling from the sky. Okay. Well, actually there actually has been that.
Right.
Believe it or not. But that's not what the word means, at least. I didn't think you even knew about that.
Yeah.
Oh man. That's funny.
Frank, you're being strangely quiet.
Yeah, you are really quiet over there,
My
dude.
thoughts trying to join in this convo.
Yeah. Well,
'Cause I've already pretty much said how I fucking feel about it.
yeah.
I think it's bullshit, but I don't put anything past the fucking Uncle
Just
Sam.
another thing.
True.
It's just another thing for us to be divided with.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Another thing.
Keep the idiots, no flat earthing.
Right. Wait a minute.
What are we going on the next? Coriolis?
Coriolis effect, which is a real thing.
Hate all these people so much.
Well, maybe we'll educate them.
I don't hate. I'm sorry. I appreciate the open mindedness. I just don't appreciate going against so much logical
thinking
that has come before you, before the government.
Come on, now think about it.
Before
Though.
everybody.
Everyone knew, like back in I don't when the hell was that 14, 1500. Like everyone knew the Earth was flat. Everyone knew, and then everyone knew that the Earth was the center of our solar system.
True.
Everyone knew it. It was common knowledge. Now everyone knows that the Earth is round, and everyone knows that the sun is the center. But what will we know in our future? That's
so great. Well, all of the Earth isn't actually all the way around, but it's so
right.
slight.
That's what now we're learning. Now it's so slight. Yeah,
you'll
so
never be able
oblong.
to tell.
No.
Yeah,
but you never know. And 100 years from now, what the hell are we gonna know then? As our technology advances, and
I get you.
So
who knows?
Exactly.
And the other
These
thing,
flat earthers, they might be the ones that are onto some stuff here.
You're gonna talk about the guys that died trying to figure this out, or no?
No. What was that?
One guy.
Holy fuck!
There's two guys that I don't know the one guy's name, but I didn't find the notes.
Died?
Yeah, the one guy, Mike Hughes. He attempted to launch himself into the atmosphere with a rocket.
I did hear about
and then there's
that.
another guy that went up with a balloon. You see went up
I didn't
with the
see
balloon?
the balloon one.
He went up with like a balloon and like a pedal thing, and he was up there. And I think something happened or something. He didn't have a chute. He was too high up.
No, what happened was, I'm going to tell you what happened.
He hit the firmament and he died.
No, the government saw he was going to figure it out and they shot him down.
I did see videos. Did you see the videos of the government stopping people from trying to go over the ice wall?
Yep.
I have seen that. Now that one there makes me very curious.
Why is that?
That I don't care that it's a conspiracy, but something's off.
Yeah.
Something's fucking off there.
Yeah.
The government won't let you go over the ice wall.
Yeah. Why won't the government let you
Did you ever see the bigger world theory? So we could keep everything intact, but the world's actually bigger and ice.
Oh, separates us. So it's the rings. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like our map is in the center. Then it's an ice wall. Then there's more land.
Yep.
And then there's another wall. And then there's more land. And then there's another wall. I seen that map.
But it preserves the globe.
Yep.
And keeps everything where it should be, which is freaking wild.
Yeah.
That one there was interesting, and then the fact that they don't let people. Okay.
So life on the top of Antarctica.
Oh, there's a story of a guy that was there working with the government.
Mhm.
Anyways, he was doing some research and stuff there. Came back just in like missing limbs and shit, just bleeding out, saying something was attacking him out there.
But he didn't say what it was.
Lizard people. No.
Nope.
But if it was a bear or something, he would have said it was a bear. He said something was attacking me.
Mysteriously died in van.
What? What?
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Dude, there's something going on out there.
There's something going on out there, bro.
I don't know. I heard that, and I was like, dude, this is I don't like
It was
this
an
anymore.
abominable snowman. I know it.
Abominable snow.
Oh my god.
That's what it was.
What about
It was a Yeti.
Oh my god.
Right,
Yeti
you're related to them.
That's fucked.
That's a distant cousin of
That's
yours. You're
fucked.
Bigfoot, basically.
Fuck. Missing link.
Yeah, he kind of do look like the Bigfoot from the Jack Link commercial.
You're right. He just shaved this. He
Salty.
just shaved a little bit.
Yeah, they
that's all.
cleaned him up.
He was more brown haired, wasn't he?
Yeah.
What about I know we're kind of on to that now, but what about the maps and flight patterns for emergencies?
That's the flight patterns.
Did you,
All
do,
right.
did you do that one? Did you
I
look that?
did. I looked up flight
Of
patterns.
course he fucking did.
Oh my god!
Come on, this guy does his research. We know
I
that.
hate flat earthers so much. I hate you guys. Oh my god! Google flight paths. Just fucking go check out the flight paths. Go ahead. What's the keyword they use when they bring this argument up?
What? Did they go straight?
What's
through?
the
They
middle
don't
word?
go around?
Emergency.
Yeah, emergency.
Urgency.
Emergency.
Yeah.
Interesting. How is it that a 12-hour flight from oh god. Here we go. I should have wrote this down. I didn't think it was actually going to come up because it's already
course
been
it comes up.
disproven.
Oh, it has been disproven?
Yeah,
Okay. So I
it's
didn't even
been
know it was
busted.
disproven.
So how is it that a 12-hour flight from what is it, Australia to I forget. Oh, another creepy thing about Antarctica before we get into flights. Hold on. Just one.
Sorry, yeah. I
This
didn't mean
flights,
to- I didn't mean to
no.
trip you.
Flights
Yeah.
actually brought me to it. Nobody flies directly over Antarctica.
Nope.
They fly around the edges of it.
Why?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
That's weird.
Because this flight pattern does that. It goes across the edge. It actually will fly across the edge and go around. 12 hours to get to. But if you spread the flat earth out, right? You spread it out, it would be faster for them to go in a straight line across. So the South Pole of Earth is all the way on the outsides of the flat Earth map. Okay.
Yeah.
Way out on the outside. Your South Pole's way out. If you looked at a flight from what is it, US to UK or something, or UK to US to UK, I think it's like 8 hours or something like that. Okay, it's like an inch. Okay, now if proud inch, come on now.
Nothing against you, UK fellas.
So that's like an inch, right? If you looked at the flight pattern they take to go from should have wrote this down, Australia to I don't fucking remember where the other place is.
Pull up a map.
Yeah, I should. But anyways, that 8-hour chunk is in there about 7 times, but it only takes 12 and a half hours.
What the hell?
How does that make sense? Flat Earthers can't explain that.
Whoa.
They can't explain it because you're around the southern hemisphere, which is all spread far apart. It's not the center and the top like the northern, which is all compacted in the center. They can't explain that. Nothing humanly possible has been done to make that 12 and a half hour flight not be 3 days. It's humanly impossible. So they can't explain that. Emergency stops are literally emergency stops. There is, you have wind you have to consider that eats gas. So sometimes you have to go to these other places. Plus, some countries are no fly zones. You can't fly over them.
I thought it was that it was though is like, why is the emergency stop here if it's not a flat Earth? Like why would you go this way when it's not supposed to be next to each other? Or
Right.
something like that.
Right. And
That's what I saw. I mean, I
they
just saw
lined it up that it looks like it's almost a straight line when they laid it out. But it's because there's some countries you can't fly over. There's some places they're going to eat up your gas when you're going there. That you have to actually make those
Yeah.
stops over there because of air currents and also curvature.
Yeah.
Also, the nose diving thing. Did you look at the nose diving thing?
No, I didn't look at that.
So
What's
flat
that?
earthers say if the Earth is round, and when you're flying, you constantly have to have your nose down because you're going over a ball.
Yeah.
Like, dude, they use atmospheric pressure. Like, they're constantly like the gravity is literally there. We're a huge planet. It's humongous. You look out, you can't tell there's
Yeah,
curvature.
you don't need that much curve.
That's my argument a lot of times. Like, dude, it's so fucking big. You can't even see enough of the horizon to be able to see a curvature.
Yeah.
Like, you're never
Exactly. So then there's also there's that. Fucking planes. You guys are
I think
retarded.
the only way you would actually have to put your nose down like that is if you're going at that velocity of speed.
Which we haven't done yet.
But it's impossible. I don't even think the speed of light is that fast that you'd need curvature around the Earth.
I think
Maybe
it's
you
a-
would. Maybe you would with the speed of light.
with the speed of light. I don't
Maybe you
know.
would. Maybe you would.
Speed of light, you would, yeah.
Yeah. That one you
That's-
might.
You
That's
know how
fast.
fast the
That's
speed of
really
light
fast.
is?
I
That's really
don't,
fast.
but I know
I think it's like
very fast.
185 million.
Yeah. You probably need to
You're
keep your nose down.
gonna need a curve.
You probably have to keep your nose down.
It's
at
like
the speed of
185
light.
million miles per second. I'm
You
thinking
go
is what it, hold on,
right
I'm
out
gonna
of
look
it.
it up now because now I want to.
Anyways, you
Hold on.
guys see the the sun going off in the distance and how they explain that.
No. I've
so-
said the things that I've seen.
Oh, okay.
So
So-
everything else is new.
So when you look out into the horizon, there's the what's it called?
100. I was so close. I said 185. It's 186,000 miles per second.
Per second.
Per second.
Yeah, you definitely need to keep your
Damn.
nose down in a
You
plane
ain't
if you're
making
doing
it around
Nah.
Earth, buddy. You're gonna slingshot right off.
No, they won't. They'll
Um,
just keep going out in the never-ending plane, or they'll go through the dome, or they'll get shot down over Antarctica because you're not allowed to go over that.
I'm still all right. I don't agree with any of this flat Earth shit, but that Antarctica stuff,
Why? Yeah, it's
very weird.
Do some research.
Very
Like,
weird.
comment, and
And
subscribe.
I guess my question is isn't climate change going to break that wall down eventually?
Fucking sprinkle that shit in there. Like,
Because
Say
they're
it
saying
again,
they're saying the wall hasn't changed. So wouldn't climate change have manipulated the wall?
Okay.
We'll have to get into a climate change one.
I don't want to. I really don't want to do climate change.
I
Why
don't
would
know
that?
because
I'll give you something on that though. You guys remember in the 90s the scare of ozone layer?
Yes.
What happened?
Nothing.
A lot.
What do you mean?
A lot happened.
what happened?
What do you
We
mean?
fixed it.
Oh.
It was fluorine particles going up into the air from a specific chemical that was outlawed. The only thing all countries in the world agreed on is to outlaw that chemical. And
That's how
it
they fixed it. wasn't it?
fixed our ozone. I guess they said by 65 it'll be completely fixed. 2065. But it's made tremendous jumps. You don't hear about that.
No, I don't. I didn't even
You
know
don't
that
hear
should
about
happen. I
Yeah.
didn't know that should happen.
Nobody does.
That's crazy.
It's like, we have global warming. Okay, let's get some smart guys. Let's figure this shit out for
Yeah.
real. Because God knows, every time I listen to a thing about it, I just want to smash my head off the ground because I don't know anything about it. I'm not a scientist. I don't get it.
Right. I mean, I guess I got a question. And if we are entering global warming, then we're manipulating weather really hard right now. Does that have anything to do with it? We have chemtrails. We have chemtrails. We have
They
the
literally
cloud makes-
manipulate weather.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
make cloud. They have cloud
What the
makers now.
fuck?
Yeah, I saw that.
What the fuck is that?
They put moisture clouds in the air.
a whole
They
other
literally-
episode.
Moisture clouds in the air. Yep. Well, I mean, then look at chemtrails. Chemtrails make storm clouds.
I never looked into that. I always
chemtrails?
felt like it was too flat.
We
earthy
should
to
just
me.
do a
What,
whole
chemtrails?
No,
No, dude,
conspiracy.
chemtrails is legit.
Is it?
It's legit.
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
it's legit.
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell the difference. They say like some of the stuff behind the planes is just like from the air or whatever like that. Like you could tell the difference, like the way it dissipates and the length of it and stuff like that. Like there's no way I should be able to go out my house and see lines where planes went.
Yeah.
That thick, that big. Like usually it's just a little pewter.
About the
behind it.
fact that, okay, so I hear what you're saying, but however, when the air is densest on crust right here on Earth,
Yeah.
okay, and it gets less dense as we go up,
Correct.
okay. So with it being less dense, things that are less dense on Earth are more dense up there, getting held in place.
Understandable.
So our car exhausts, they might get held up there.
That could, yeah.
You know what I
That
mean?
could potentially
So
be true.
I've kind of often been like, yeah, but you gotta look at what's actually going on up
Yeah.
there. What's the actual make? Because planes fly where we can't breathe.
Well, yeah.
You know what I
But
mean?
my question is, if I see different chemtrails behind different planes. So if one
That's
I see,
true.
the dissipation and the output of one plane does not equate to another.
Right.
So why does one have a monster trail behind it that I could see for, miles practically, and the other one only has a short one that's only behind it and it dissipates quick?
Again, I mean, you could
See
be
what I'm saying?
you could be going up, you could be going down in
Yeah,
atmosphere.
I mean, it could be,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I know that I'm pretty sure from what I saw that the chemtrails are a legit thing. Like
Are they
planes are
really?
dropping chems, but I don't know.
Ugh.
That's all. I'll check it.
Cocaine Bear was real.
Cocaine Bear.
That was actually dropped from a plane.
Yeah.
That's scary.
There was probably
Is that legit? Is that
That was
legit?
real.
Oh.
There
That
was-
actually happened in the
So,
U.S.
so there was probably about a 10 to 15 minute period where that bear was the most apex predator on any continent in the world.
For real? I wouldn't even want to fuck with a bear just so.
Mhm.
I couldn't imagine a coked up bear, man. No.
I would have put that bear up against any. That bear would be my champion in any fight ever.
Probably,
Against
yeah.
anybody.
Coked up bear against
Anything.
anything.
A hippopotamus, a giraffe, a rhino, a lion, a tiger,
I don't see
Ooh,
anything
a
beating that.
fucking jaguar. I don't care.
Holy shit, did I tell you guys about the jaguars that eat gorillas?
Yes.
Isn't that fucking wild?
They learned how to, they figured it out.
I don't know if I told the audience.
I think
I
you
don't know.
did. I think you mentioned it.
Did I?
I don't know. I think
I'm
so.
gonna quick go over it just
Go
in
ahead.
case. So jaguars, they were finding out there was a gorilla study team that was there for like 10 years, and then they started finding all these dead gorillas. They couldn't figure out why all these gorillas were dead. Their like throats were ripped out and they were eaten to pieces. And they're like, what the heck is going on? And here they caught one of the jaguars, figured out. Now you got to realize a silverback gorilla is, well, any gorilla is humongous. They should be able to grab that thing like it's a kitten and just beat it off the ground. Well, the jaguars figured out where their aortic valve was.
yeah.
And they would let the gorilla kind of get them so they could get under their belly, rip out their vein, and then walk away and let it bleed out to death and back and eat it. And they figured it out and they repeated it. And then their family members repeated it.
Wow.
Now they learned. So now it's, yeah.
Now the gorillas are in trouble. Like if our house cats were real cats, we'd be.
Yeah.
If they were our size, we'd be dead.
Yeah.
Did
Oh,
you
they
hear,
wouldn't
did you hear
care.
cats will eat you before a dog does?
I did not
Yeah.
hear that.
When you
If
die?
you
I
die,
did not hear that.
Yep.
They'll eat. They don't give crap. A dog will try and fight anything else it can eat, possibly anything it can eat before it eats you. A
Brother
cat will
man's
just be
best
like,
friend.
yeah,
Easy food right here.
Oh my God.
Cats are scary, man.
Another reason why I'm a dog person.
Same here, man. Love my dog Coda.
Ah, your dog's adorable.
Yeah.
Have a dog.
You guys ever see him?
I've seen him, yeah.
I mean, do you ever see him? Like, cause he's out in the yard a lot. So
Oh,
I don't know if
I
you
don't.
guys ever look down. I'm fucking half a block away from you.
Walk.
My dog
What are
is
you talking
tempered.
about?
I saw you walking the other day and I yelled at you. You didn't say anything to me.
I thought I heard you
I was like,
when I
you
was coming back
bastard.
from work.
Yeah, you were walking down the
I
street.
thought I heard you, but
I
I
was
was like, I was looking around like, nah, I don't think
Like,
so.
you know what? He's not even gonna fucking look at me. Fuck
Yeah,
this guy.
I
I'm
like to
going
walk
home.
to work because it's like,
a block away.
yeah.
I walk to work. I walk to work too.
Yeah.
2
Down
flights of
steps.
I walk to my car to drive to work and then walk from my car into this office and then walk from this office to my truck and then I go to my next job. That's a lot. There's a lot of moving parts.
Yeah, I was
for
gonna
me.
say, it sounds like you're doing a lot.
I used to do that stuff, but I used to drive.
I gotta be
To
like
get
you
to the
guys.
train, to get to work, to get to the train, to get to drive home.
I need to find a job to do at home. Researching flat Earth is not one of them.
Although people are making money off of it.
Dude,
People are making money off of it.
Really?
Bang. Bang.
Just
go
from
on
researching?
No, just going on YouTube and just blabbering about it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
called,
Or
it's
TikTok.
called
Watch the Talk About Purpose podcast. Flat Earth supporters.
Nope. I'm out. So that's what
I mean, flat Earth discussion supporters.
I like that because I will always be open to a discussion.
That's what's nice about it is, if you could actually have a nice intellectual discussion. I mean, there's not much.
Where are the intellectuals?
Sorry. I'm an intellectual.
I'm in Schuylkill County.
What are you
I
laughing
live in
at?
Schuylkill
I'm in
County,
Schuylkill.
brother. I don't know what you're talking about. I try to be.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
I'm more like the guy. I'm here for a good time, not for a long time.
I'm here for a long time. I'm not going anywhere. This shit's forever.
I'm talking about life, bro.
Yeah.
This I'd like to go forever. That'd be
Yep.
awesome.
Yep.
As long as we're helping people.
We gotta find out if we're. Never mind.
As long as like I said that to
Where are we
somebody
going
that
on
watches
vacation this year?
Huh?
Where are we
I
going
don't
on
do
vacation?
vacations.
You don't do
I
vacations?
What the
work.
fuck's a vacation?
Oh, what the fuck?
What's
I work,
vacation?
bro.
It's the thing-
I got wrecked my last vacation. I don't want to go back on vacation.
What vacation? Race
went-
Town.
No, I went to the beach. The kids and a baby. Wow, did I learn?
Don't do
Never
that.
again. Never again. Great house though. Man, I love that baby.
I don't know what I want to do. I need to go. I need to do something. Oh, stop.
Okay. Anyways,
Squirrel.
See, he tracks us into his ADHD crap.
he does. You know what? He does bring us into it. Too open-minded on
Poor
this
Tony.
end.
Poor Tony.
That's riddling.
Now, the funny thing to me is, how can you look out through a telescope, which you could go up to Cherry Springs? It's like 3 hours from here.
Mhm.
Beautiful, straight into the sky, absolutely gorgeous. You can see planets. They have the big,
Oh, wow.
huge telescope things you can
nice.
go into and stuff.
You see
Actually,
planets?
there's one up at
Do you
Hawk
see
Mountain,
planets?
isn't there?
Do
I-
you,
I'm
see
almost-
planets? You see planets?
Yeah.
see
You can
them
almost-
yourself?
No, I haven't. No.
We're in Hawk
Oh.
Mountain.
There's a place. There's a place there.
Like,
no,
oh.
wait, it's not Hawk
You know what's
Mountain.
crazy? You know where I've
It's
seen
Hamburg.
planets?
It's somewhere in Hamburg. When we did the Appalachian, we came across it and they had 2 giant telescopes there.
Oh,
was like-
so it's on the trail?
It's the trail goes right next to it.
Oh.
You can literally toss a stone and you hit the telescopes.
Do you know where I've seen planets at?
No.
On my
Uranus?
TV screen.
Uranus?
Projected.
I so much. I hear what you're saying, but no.
If you can only see 12, if the
No.
human eye can only see 12 miles,
Uh-huh.
and even if it was true, the sun is 3,000 miles away, how are you seeing it if your eyes can only see 12 miles?
Okay. Oh wait, hold there.
Your eyes by
and
itself
there
can
was
only
so
see
much
12
shit
miles.
in that comment. Question.
Oh my God, you answer that one.
I'm trying to break down which part first.
Well, after the dumb part first.
Sun's not 3,000 miles away, idiot. What the fuck?
Okay. So how far away is the sun? Farther? And you can
Equal-
still
I
see.
don't know.
And you can
California.
still see, unless it's 12 miles away, we shouldn't be able to see it.
Bullshit.
What about
Bullshit.
the moon? Is that more than 12 miles away? We shouldn't be able to see that. Stars. Other planets.
My head hurts.
More than 12 miles. We shouldn't be able to see it.
That is not how light travel fucking works. Holy shit, monkeys. All right. Anyways.
I think we're back to IQ and last IQ. I'd rather be I'd rather be in ADHD
Oh my
land.
God, my whole body.
So at this point, I would like to think about another subject right
I
now.
laughed so hard, my whole fucking body went numb. I swear to God. I swear my whole body went fucking numb, dude. From the lack of oxygen, I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
Oh, man.
Woo. Okay.
You hit your tragus.
Anyways, I guess that's all I really have on Flat Earth.
That's it.
I guess. I don't know. You guys got anything else? I'm trying to. What were some of
Nothing
the
you guys
other?
want to hear.
Hey man. Hey.
No, I'm kidding.
Bring it up.
It was fun. It was a fun conversation. I like this.
Fun.
It's hard for me to believe the earth.
Yeah.
And we just look around.
Oh, we'll
we got
see.
all round planets, but we're the pizza cone fucking flying
Well,
around.
you guys will see when in 50 years they disprove globe theory. So
Globe theory.
Globe theory. Oh my god.
We're gonna make a movie of that called Globe Theory.
Well, everything is a theory.
A flat Earth movie already. I'm pretty sure they did.
Yeah. Oh, they did. They make a documentary on it or something. It's on
No,
Netflix.
I mean like a movie.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, it,
Let's
it
check it
actually
out.
looked like it was B grade. I was surprised.
all right,
Yeah. But anyways, that's all I got. I don't know.
me too.
Hey, you guys got something funny, weird, interesting to look into? Some more of these
Help me prove that flat Earth is real to these guys. Help me out
Oh
here.
my god.
You guys can help me. I know it.
Oh my god. We're not
Or
scientists.
just watch our
We're not
podcast,
scientists.
like, comment, subscribe. You don't have to comment on this one.
Your eyes so big.
No, you don't have to.
No. Comment on it. I will respond. Comment on it.
I like that thinking. You don't have to comment on this one.
Feel free to comment on any other one.
Absolutely fine. You want to keep your actual professional integrity? Don't comment. I get you.
It's fine even if you want to skip this one.
If there's a NASA scientist out there that wants to help me prove this and you guys want to come on the podcast, let me know.
Okay.
Just email us at talkaboutpurpose@gmail.com and let us know. Anything else you got to add about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
All I got. All I got.
all I got.
Yeah. You already covered like, comment, subscribe, and the email address, so we are good.
All right.
Shit. I
That's
did,
it.
didn't I?
It's all good. Hey,
Thank you guys.
thank you.
See you later.
Bye.
Yeah.